Winner bracket final about to get going. First and foremost, Brendon Long and Stefan Auvergne. First with Brendon Long, Chad. Let's talk about how good Brendon Long is playing right now.
Sorry, my microphone wasn't on. Brendon Long is a surprise to some, not as much to others. Already playing exceptionally well this weekend. He's in the mixed doubles final tomorrow with partner Bobby Oshiro. Very, very powerful. Lots of pluses, some negatives, right? That power can create issues, but that for his opponents, but it can also create issues for himself as far as he goes for too much.
And what he's done, though, with that power, he's learned to kind of control it a little bit more, and that's what's made him a little more successful here. And his partner, Stefan Auvergne, 34 years old, out of Austin, Texas, 3 career APP medals. Talk about him a little bit, Chad, and what he's going to bring to the table today.
Yeah, Stefan Auvergne's really upped his game as of late as well. Moves exceptionally well and can be an extremely aggressive player that will take a lot of chances as far as balls being sped up that you're not anticipating to be sped up at him. So the partnership of Long and Auvergne, you've got 2 extremely powerful players on that side, and it also works out righty-lefty combination that you've always got the forehand in the middle. As we take a look at Hunter Johnson right there, talk about power on the court.
Yes, from both the Johnson brothers. But first, Chad, with Hunter.
Yeah, we've seen them a couple of times here on Championship Court today already. They had a little bit of a hiccup in the men's winners bracket semifinal against Kyle Yates and Andre Descu in Game 2. But when they are aggressive and they're stepping in and driving those thirds, they put so much pressure on their opponents. It's almost impossible for their opponents to keep those balls down or to put a good swing on it. And obviously with brother Yates right there next to him in the black sweatband. Of course, we always talk about how you tell them apart if you can't recognize them by the face.
And usually
Hunter in the white socks and usually a white.
Yes, he's throwing us off. He may have run out of sleeves. He went into his brother's bag to get the black sleeve out right now, but usually they are white sleeves, white socks for Hunter Johnson. We are ready to go. Looks like Stefan Auvergne will be serving first.
Brendon Long just needed to grab his towel, which for everybody's sake out there is a good thing. Brendon's been known to sweat just a little bit.
Game 1, time in, 0-0-2.
Oh, and you saw Brendon Long put that second hand on that paddle, Chad. You knew he was speeding up right there.
Yeah, speeding up, just was not able to roll that one. It came out flat. Slight hesitation there with the speed up as well. Then misreturn by Stefan Auvergne.
1-0 left.
Nice job of carving out that backhand from Stefan Auvergne, who has switched over to that Vanguard Selkirk paddle. Was using Electrum for a long time. Good pressure there from Yates Johnson.
And you'll notice from both Long and Auvergne, when they throw that second hand on the paddle, they're almost always going to speed up. So it's a little bit of a tell.
A little long right there on the forehand from Auvergne. Will extend the lead to 3 for Hunter and Yates Johnson.
3-0-2.
Big serve there from Hunter Johnson, kicking up a little bit on Auvergne.
4-0-2. Side out.
So the backspin slice there from Long kind of counteracts the topspin that
0-4-1.
Hunter Johnson's trying to create there with the forehand ground stroke.
Nice job playing defense there from Auvergne and Long, but just too much pressure put on by Hunter and Yates.
0-4-2.
Oh, it's just too much pressure there from Hunter Johnson as he just pushed Stefan Auvergne off that line. Oh, nice Ernie there from Brendon Long.
Yeah, good recognition. Seeing that that ball is going to go straight down the line off of Yates' paddle.
4-0-2.
Oh, another back-to-back Ernies there, Chad?
Auvergne going the other side. That one a little different. He's kind of splitting the corner of the kitchen net.
Oh, going inside out is Yates Johnson. Just goes a little wide there, Chad.
Yeah, he set himself up well on that one. Auvergne trying to over-move back into the middle. Kept getting pinned out wide, so Long came over and stepped into the middle, and Yates just missed it wide going back behind him. Good setup, good spot. Going crossbody on Auvergne. Can't catch up with the backhand. Causes that ball to pop up.
1-4-2.
Great spot there from the Johnsons, going middle right there and catching Brendon Long almost in a backhand position, but hits to the forehand.
4-1-1.
Another good spot there from Yates. We see Long slide to his left. Auvergne didn't follow, so that ball got behind him. And it's so difficult to keep that ball down or catch up to it once you're fully extended.
Just too much right there off the paddle of Brendon Long. That ball sails long.
There's not a whole lot of rhythm to the Auvergne Long game right now. They the Johnson brothers are doing a very good job of keeping them off balance.
And it is a commanding lead here at 6-1 for Johnson and Johnson. As now, Chad, I'm looking sideline here, and we have basically a celebrity sitting right in front of us in Jewel Lloyd. Jewel Lloyd is now getting into pickleball. She's very good friends with the Johnson brothers. She's cheering them on. Jewel Lloyd, just in case you guys don't know that are out there, Jewel Lloyd is a 2-time WNBA champion. She was a Rookie of the Year in the WNBA, #1 draft pick out of Notre Dame. She's a gold medalist in the Olympics from Tokyo in 2020. We don't have enough time for me to read down her accolades.
Let's just put it this way. She's got a little bit of a resume in professional.
She does.
In professional sport. How about we just put it that way?
Plays for the Seattle Storm and is getting into pickleball and absolutely loves it, and took a gold medal in 4-0 plus singles yesterday. Absolutely unbelievable.
And I guarantee
I'm
at
impressed.
this point in time right now, that 4-0 medal is the most important thing to her for everybody that starts out new in pickleball.
And funny story, I've known Jewel since she was a freshman in high school. I coached basketball at the high school she went to. Oh, and it's just going the way of Yates and Hunter Johnson right now. Off the tape, stays in, and it's an 8-1 lead here for the Johnson brothers, trying to move on to Championship Sunday.
A little bit of lapse in concentration there from Yates. A little lackadaisical. Good cross-court battle there for Brendon Long. Adding a lot of spin to those backhand slice dinks.
Ball going to go long, and Yates Johnson knew that as soon as it hit his paddle, he's like, oh, that's going long. He felt it. And Long and Auvergne put a crooked number up on the board, and they add to it again as they chip away at this lead. And this is going to be the formula right here for Brendon Long and Stefan Auvergne, as they need to elongate points and just wear out Johnson and Johnson and keep them from speeding balls up.
Oh, just missed that wide. But it also comes down to ball movement, right? So the last 4 points that Long and Auvergne have played right there, they're moving the ball around. They're not staying into that extended single position cross-court dink, right? They're going middle, then they're pushing out wide. They're creating pop-ups. They're creating difficulty with timing.
And now you have Johnson and Johnson calling the timeout. What's the discussion in the huddle between Hunter and Yates Johnson?
Well, every time that we've seen them play today, and we talk about it, they have to be the ones controlling the tempo and the pace of the point. If they allow their opponents to dictate how long the point's going to go or the pace of it, they have a tendency to get back on their heels and they relax a little bit. So they need to step in again, rip a couple of balls.
Yeah,
get the funk out.
That's what happened against Kyle Yates and Andre Dascu. Game 2, they got taken out of their game, and they fixed it and came out aggressive in Game 3 and took that. Brendon Long fired up right there.
Long was sitting on top of that backhand counterattack. You see that paddle go up, and the counterattack straight down at the knees, forcing that next ball up, giving him the put away.
Oh, nice pull there from Hunter Johnson, starting that speed up, and then Long goes just a little long.
But that's part of what I was talking about at the beginning. There's some benefits to him, and there's some detriments to him with that speed and that power that he has. Oh, he almost picked it up.
He did. That was very close off the tape right there, but
so the
side out to Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson's made the adjustment the last couple of points, putting Yates on the left, throwing Hunter back on the right. They are interchanging. You'll see them regular stack.
Nice ball there from Brendon Long as he goes hard cross court with that backhand. And they get that side out. Don't give up any more points, and they're back within 2.
6-8-1. Second server.
A little off pace there for Auvergne.
6-8-2.
Good hands there from Auvergne on that ball off the tape. Again, he was in the air as that ball hit the tape because he's jumping to counter. Ends up landing.
7-8-2.
Getting back set on his feet.
A little lazy with the body there from Long on the third shot drop attempt. See the legs kind of straighten out a little bit, and that ball just rolls off the paddle. And Hunter Johnson not happy with that missed drive. 2 missed drives, and you see completely different body mechanics there from both of those drives. Usually they're stepping into it, they're getting underneath it, really using the legs. Both of those kind of falling back a little bit, straight legs.
On again, standing straight up, stiff-legged right there. And the second timeout being burned by Hunter and Yates Johnson. I mean, what it is, it almost looks like demeanor too, Chad, from Hunter and Yates Johnson here that's kind of taking them down and let Brendon Long and Stefan Auvergne earn this tie, and they're back in game number 1.
Yeah, a lot of the times the issues that we see with the Johnson brothers is the body language, is that they get down on themselves very, very quickly, and they let some of the errors creep in. And it goes back to the discussion that you had with them in the interview, as far as that they really want to win when they go out there, that they take everything, to the extreme as far as putting pressure on themselves for every ball. One of the things that they discussed after their last matchup was, just playing within themselves and allowing the ball to dictate what they're getting rather than trying to force the situation. And it's kind of right here where you give up a couple of points and then you start forcing things and then you get down on yourself and it just turns into this big snowball.
All right, well, after this timeout, Brendon Long will come in serving. All tied at 8 on first server here. As it looked like it was all Yates and Hunter, but Auvergne and Long right back in it. And that's exactly, Chad, what you were talking about earlier. And you almost look at Hunter and he almost puts his hands up going, why have I not been doing this, right? Put pressure on. That's what they're good at.
So a good timeout there. Quick side out for Auvergne and Long. See if the Johnsons can put a little bit of pressure on here.
That's a great move. Oh. I thought the point was over. He came in, and I swear that point was over as he came in with his running forehand right here.
Yeah, and it catches the net as well, but Auvergne does an excellent job of getting that ball back. But too big of a hole created from Yates.
Almost got a little too excited there.
Good spot there from Auvergne.
A little out of control there from the brothers.
Yeah, moving just a little too much.
3-point there for the Johnsons off the paddle of Stefan Auvergne, and it'll give Hunter and Yates Johnson game point number 1. Oh, nice pull there from Hunter Johnson as he got his forehand taken away from him by Yates Johnson on a
He was
drive.
shadow swinging. He was shadow swinging.
He was, but game 1 goes to Hunter and Yates Johnson by a score of 11-8. They got a little scared. They had a big lead. Auvergne and Long made it a game, but Hunter and Yates Johnson come out on top. Game number 1. Game number 2 coming up for you next.
Thanks to DiscountTire.com, we have more time to hang with our new friends.
What do you like to do for fun?
Well, with DiscountTire.com, we save a ton of time.
So we're always trying new things.
Save time. Buy and book online at DiscountTire.com.
There's only one winner, just one way out. With every single break comes crashing down. There's only one.
Come back here at 8-8 in game 1. This is a turning point for Yates and Hunter Johnson, as they were pinned back, but then a move up right there. I thought the point was over, and next thing we knew, Brendon Long and Auvergne digging out, but in the end, it was Hunter and Yates Johnson coming out on top. As we come back in game number 2, it'll be Yates Johnson to serve. So quick side out here for Long and Auvergne. They'll try and get off to a hotter start than they did in game number 1.
Oh, nice pickup.
Nice pick right there in the middle from Brendon Long, Chad.
The pickup, the defense from Auvergne with a couple of resets, and then the reach in there from Brendon Long for the finish.
Nice drive right there by Stefan Auvergne, and a good start for Long and Auvergne. A little singles going on.
Oh,
what a
like,
point.
How did he get some of those balls back? I mean, he's jammed up. Just getting a paddle on it somehow.
A good pressure dink right there from Hunter Johnson cross court on Brendon Long. Get that side out and see if they can get on the board here.
Yeah, it's a good drive there from Hunter, but you see him use his legs more, sets himself up, really accelerates through that ball.
Oh, just killing that drive right there is Stefan Auvergne. Just dropping that in the kitchen beautifully.
Tough ball to speed up there from Auvergne.
A little impatient.
Yeah. I
Ambitious.
think he had a ball earlier that he should have sped up, so then that one was kind of a forced speed up, trying to make up for it. Yates second-guessed himself on that one. Was going to speed the second ball up. Decided to try to slow it down, but decelerated way too much on that stroke.
Oh, nice. Again, it's the pressure dink there from Hunter Johnson going hard cross court at Brendon Long.
It's got a little too tall and a little too big with the backswing there for Long. It was a good move. Chose the right ball to speed up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that drive is crushed.
It's just jumping off that paddle. Long's trying to get out of the way and can't.
A good speed up there on the two-hand backhand, giving Auvergne a little different look after he was able to battle back on the two forehand speed-ups.
So Hunter actually thought that Yates was going to hit that ball.
Oh, that's tough. Tough with a two-handed backhand Ernie there. Yates did make contact behind the plane of the net. As long as you make contact behind or on your side of the net, you can carry over the net. You just can't reach across that plane of the net to make contact first.
So timeout here from Stefan Auvergne and Brendon Long. They jumped out to a 2-0 lead, Chad, here early in game number 2, but Johnson & Johnson making some adjustments quickly, and now they are taking a 6-2 lead here in game number 2. What is it that Long and Auvergne need to do to kind of get back in this and hopefully force a game number 3 for them?
Well, we keep going back and forth regardless of the matchup between the Johnson brothers. They struggle when their opponents dictate the pace. They excel when they're dictating the pace. We saw Auvergne and Long give it a good run in game one when they switched over to being the aggressors, or kind of spreading out the Johnson brothers a little bit more as far as moving that ball around and creating a hole.
Just missing that sideline. Ball sails wide, and a side out to Auvergne and Brendon Long. Oh, in between is Auvergne. I almost looked like he wanted to speed that up, but thought better.
Well, I think he changed his mind because Long was out of position. He went for the Ernie fake.
It's such a great ball there from Hunter Johnson on the little half speed up to set his brother Yates up. You hear Hunter Johnson going, oh, because he's out of position, can't get that one. Thought he was going to put that ball away in the middle.
Yeah, that was just all about the spot there. Hunter rolling it to that left shoulder of Auvergne, and a lot of times, yes, that's the forehand side, but if you don't clear yourself by sliding to the right, you end up getting handcuffed, and it created the pop-up.
A little wide there. Great hands in the middle of that from Yates Johnson as Long tried to body him up. Wow, big overhead there from Yates Johnson. Right at the feet of Auvergne. Such a perfect spot.
Yeah, and it was set up by Hunter going hard into the body of Brendon Long. So a quick side out there for Long and Auvergne.
Oh, what a two-handed roll there. Almost from one knee from Yates Johnson.
Honestly, if Long's not there, that ball probably goes out, right? Mm-hmm. But it's all about the spot there. He went center mass just below the chin, and Long can't get out of the way. Oh my
Two
God.
missed serves right there.
What? Well, Yates didn't want Hunter to feel bad about missing a serve.
And one was super powerful miss. One was very nonchalant miss. Ooh, nice ball there from Auvergne on the backhand, little flick.
Yeah, good speed up and good 1-2 combination there from Hunter Johnson. Going backhand side to Stefan Auvergne, catching him sitting on the forehand a little too much. Oh, it's a big serve from Brendon Long.
He's had that serve for years, Chad. We've known him for a while. He's always had that big serve. Real heavy topspin, but a good return there from Hunter Johnson. But it's again, Auvergne and Long not going anywhere. They keep chipping away here.
Good reach in there from Long, and the added top spin forces that ball to pop up off the paddle of Yates.
Is that going to drop?
Yeah,
It
right on
does.
the line. Oh,
Oh, wow. What hands, though, from Hunter and Yates Johnson. Ball drops right on the line. And then Auvergne just on an easy ball just tries to do a little too much with it.
well, it's that pressure, right? It's you get that easy ball back. You feel like if you miss this one, you're just in a tough situation, and then you try to do too much.
So let's take another look here at that last point. And again, the hands. That ball right there just to keep it in. And then this is the easy miss from Auvergne. He's just trying to keep both Hunter and Yates Johnson back. But
he stands up tall, doesn't quite get underneath the ball, and then swings down on it, going straight into the net.
what defense!
God.
And that is match point right there from
The
Johnson
second
and Johnson.
overhead, I was about to say, well, that's how you save a match point.
Or
not. My goodness, Hunter and Yates. Good defense right there.
Unbelievable. Well, what that sets up is a Triple Crown opportunity for Hunter Johnson this weekend. But if anything, his brother Yates going to have something to say about that come tomorrow. But congratulations, Stefan Auvergne and Brendon Long are going to drop down and play for that bronze medal. But Johnson & Johnson moving on to that gold medal match here at the 2023 APP Daytona Beach Open.
The 2023 APP Daytona Beach Open is sponsored by Yola,
Franklin, Pickleball Magazine, and Pickleball United. Back here on Championship Court, I am with Yates Johnson, Hunter Johnson. Sometimes I still can't tell you guys apart, but it's okay. I got to look down at the socks to tell you guys apart, but congratulations, you guys moving on to Championship Sunday. And playing Stefan Auvergne, Brendon Long, what's the game plan going against two guys like that who you know are going to get a lot of balls back? They're going to try to apply some pressure too.
Yeah, we know they both have good hands, good dinks. We just knew we had to just stay solid and do the easy things well. And we kind of took a little more power off our drives to try to make them and not make too many errors, and I think it played out well for us.
And then what's it mean for you? You know, you guys are done for today. You're moving on to Championship Sunday. You have an opportunity, again, 2 gold medals, and you can stop a Triple Crown with your brother. What's that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's our first doubles final,
Yeah.
so that's exciting to be able to, have the opportunity to get a gold. We're playing really well. We've really settled in this tournament, and so yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens on Sunday. I mean, it's going to be tricky. I want to beat him, but like I kind of want him to get a Triple Crown too. So it's kind of a catch-22. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
When it comes down to it, though, you're not buying that, right? That he really wants you to get the Triple Crown. He's not going to go light on you. You know that.
Oh, he'll still try to beat me. I just got to bring my A game and try to get my revenge. I got to beat him twice on Sunday, so hopefully I don't expend too much energy and we can, maybe get that Triple Crown when I beat him. No, just kidding. It's going to be fun.
All right, congratulations, Hunter and Yates Johnson, moving on to the gold medal match on Sunday. Back to you, Chad.